Hi, this is some information for updating the data wall for NWA winter scores. You'll notice that I'm showing you a picture here. You're going to be getting a list of students who have had referrals in your classroom. You are going to get a sheet that looks like this. The top half is going to be collecting data for the males in your classroom, and the bottom half is going to be collecting information on the females in your classroom. You guys will fill this sheet out, and then you'll give it to me, and I will compile the information and update the data wall. So I tried to run through this myself, and I'm using Jackie's information here. First thing I did was I looked through her students, and I listed the boys at the top who had referrals and how many each student had. And then I listed the girls at the bottom with their referrals and how many each student had. You'll notice that this is set up to look like the grid, the orange section, the green section, the yellow, and the red. And for each one, we're going to be looking for the number of students that fall in that grid color for math and for reading. And again, the top is just for the boys and the bottom is for the girls. So let me show you how to do that. So I'm going to go right on over to run my first report. And I'm going to do a map report. Maybe. Okay, and I want to do the summary with quadrant chart. And as I said, I borrowed Jackie's students for this. It's automatically defaults to fall winter. And let's create this report. Okay, so in this case, what you're going to see here is a whole bunch of stuff. So what you may want to do is click right here and click Show Student Names. And then you'll see you have the choice to do math and reading, female and male. So looking back at our document, we started off with the boys, and we want to find out, let's just start with math. Okay, so I'm going to find the math information and fill it out for this quadrant, this, and this for boys, and then I'm going to go ahead and do the reading for boys. And then I'll switch and do the girls. Okay, so I'm going to start off with math, so I'm going to take reading away. I wanted to do the boys, and then we leave all the ethnicities. Okay, so you can see here, all I'm going to do is just count. So in this upper orange quadrant, I have 4 kids. I would go back and put 4 right here where it says male. Okay, and then I'm going to go back to my report to count in the green, and you see I have 5. And go back and put that there under male. Same with red, and then there's nobody in the yellow. Now, the reason I left the names on was for this part. If you go back to your document, remember I had you write down the students who had had referrals. So these are her 3 students who have had referrals. So I need to find out where they fell on the quadrants for math. So Jordan, Tazan, and Walter. So if I go back to my document, there's Jordan. He's in the orange area. And let's see here, Tazan is in green as well as Walter. Okay, so let's look at Jordan. Jordan's in the orange. I'm going to go back to my document, and I'm going to put down here Jordan's name, because that's where he showed up. And how many referrals he's had is 2, so I would put right here 2. Okay, and then Walter and Tazan were over in the green area for math. Walter's had 3 referrals and Tazan has had 1. So I would mark down 4 total referrals there. All right, go back. So now we've done all that for the males for math. Let's take a peek at reading. Same thing, I'm going to count in each of the quadrants. And then I'm going to find my students who have had referrals. And I can see Jordan is down here in the red. And let's see, Walter is up here in the green. And where is Tazan? Tazan is in the red as well. So if I go back here under reading, up here in the orange, or in the red, I would put down my number of referrals. For the red was Tazan. He had 1, and Jordan was down there as well, and he had 2. So total referrals for reading would be 3. And then Walter was in the green section for reading, but he has also had 3 referrals, so I would put down total referrals as 3. Okay, so that's pretty much it for that. So the boys are done. So now I would want to go back and start the math for the girls. So I'm just going to switch all of my little pieces over here. And so here I have my girl information. Looks like we have 3 in the orange, or 4 in the orange, 1 in the green. I would go back down here and fill in for math. 4 in the orange, 1 in the green. Okay, and then I would do the same for the red and the yellow. Now remember, I had to write down referrals as well, so let's go back and look and see. She had 2 students with referrals from this list, we counted. Amaya had 4 and Jalea had 3. So we need to find where they are on the grid for math. So it looks like Amaya is here in the orange. So I would go back in the orange for math. And total number of referrals, Amaya has had 4. So I would put total referrals 4 right there. If I go back and I was looking for Jalea, there she is. She's down in the red. Okay, so I'm going to go put her in the red. It would be down here in where you can't see it. And Jalea has had 3, so total referrals would be 3. So you're going to go back and run the report then now for reading for the girls and do the exact same thing to fill out this report. So once you have this report filled out, like I said, I'll be able to combine it and put it up to update the data wall. So your numbers here, male would go in there, male here, etc. And then down here, you're just looking at your girls. So we'll go over this again Wednesday morning, but we really only have 20 minutes to work. So if you get a chance to kind of hopefully take a peek at this video before, then you'll probably have a lot more work time that day.